Hi there, Scorpio. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your February reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been a long time, welcome back. So we're going to be doing P-card reading by the end of the session. It's going to be how do they feel about you and, what their current energy is like towards you. Don't forget to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. Me personally, I realized that with my readings and all general readings out there on YouTube that I have a tendency to resonate a lot more with my Venus sign rather than my Sun sign, Moon sign, Rising sign, or what have you. So you might want to check that one out too. And this is general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you guys, all right? So let's talk about your overall energy for the now, Scorpio. You have the Four of Swords, you have the Four of Cups, and you also have the Eight of Cups. See how number 4 is very, very prominent with you in the month of February. 4 is something stable, right? 4 is like a square. So you feel the need to protect yourself so that you could have a sense of security and you could have an emotional stability on your own, because you feel that in your relationship sector, there has been quite a few things that is disrupting that stability. It's disrupt your peace of mind, it disrupt your emotional stability and everything like that. And then you decided to detach yourself away from that situations and emotionally walk away. Okay. What is the overall challenge of your relationship sector? You have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then you also have the Two of Cups. So there might be a falling out that is happening, or two people who is not able to meet eye to eye, especially when it comes to their emotional needs. The honeymoon aspect of the relationship is also already gone. So the chemistry, the sparks, the butterflies in the stomach is like a little bit gone. There's a lot of sense of resentment as well in here that I can sense. And then the second one is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So one particular person in this relationship is not trusting the other person because they feel that the other person is not as reliable as they would want them to be. It's for you guys. I mean, I do understand that Scorpio is all about intensity, but for you guys, it's no longer about intensity. You want consistency over intensity. If, somebody says that they want the change and then they only change for like a mere 1 week or 1 month, for you guys, it's not enough. You want consistency over intensity so that you can trust them. Sometimes the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the overall challenge could also indicate, the feeling that I'm not being prioritized. The mental connections between the both of you is great, but there's just something missing. You're done with a relationship that is just shallow. You really, really want like a depth, emotional connections up to the point where you know that this person will always have your back. That they're always going to be there for you guys. They feel the change in you. They notice a change in you, Scorpio. And I feel that, remember when I said that your need of security and stability is going to be very, very prominent in the month of February 2021. I feel that it's going to come out of the sudden. So it's either you guys are all of the sudden are going to be distancing yourself away from this person, or you're going to be detaching away from this person, or you're just going to be cutting off the communications entirely. There's going to be changes in you. And then this person is then going to be noticing that, wow, like, I miss Scorpio. I'm longing for Scorpio. Like, I kind of like miss them. I'm starting to realize how further apart we are. And it seems as if like there's a pillar in here. So this person is then going to want to compromise. They are willing to lower down their weapon. They're willing to put in effort and work. I think this person is going to show up in the month of February for you guys. It's going to make you happy, but it's going to make you happy. It's going to make you feel that, yay, like this person finally lowering down their weapon. Like I was expecting this about them. Like, but you don't want to believe in that 100% because, again, as I said earlier, for you it's consistency over intensity. You're cold, Scorpio. Super cold. But before they notice that you guys are changing, you're also noticing that this person is changing way back in the past. They seem to be much more vocal. They seem to be much more argumentative. They seem to be much more calculating. You might be dealing with a Libra. You might be dealing with a Capricorn, Earth sign in there. Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, fellow Scorpio, Sagittarius, air sign. Yeah. I understand this. I mean, because I got Mars in Scorpio and my dad is a Scorpio as well. So you want all or nothing, right? And you just feel that this person is not able to give you that all or nothing. So in the future, it kind of like depends on the big card reading. Yeah, I cannot really advise anything right now because it's a general reading, so it's not a one size fit all. So in the future, no. Actually, in the now though, so it's going to be happening around maybe like the first week or the second week of February, where you will notice that this person is then going to try to lower down their weapon and then trying to talk and compromise with you and everything like that. That is going to give you a glimpse of like a little bit of a yay, like this person is lowering down their weapon. Now they hear me now, now maybe we could work this out and everything like that. But I don't know why, like you guys just can't emotionally connect. By the time that you guys are the Page of Cups, meaning that you guys are much more optimistic of this relationship, you're becoming more creative, you want to do something about this relationship again and everything like that, you're starting to notice that this person is, again, Temperance. Temperance is actually a Sagittarius card, but Temperance isn't. Temperance is a balance card, right? So it's a Jupiter card, it's an expensive one. It's not something that you want. It's like this person has this come here, go away type of attitude. Like when you're away, it's the only time where this person is missing you and trying to lower down that weapon. But when things are okay between the both of you again, you're starting to feel that this person is here, but not here. You know what I mean? So in the future, I feel that you guys are like, kind of like, I'm done, having to guess, having to figure out, because you got the Seven of Cups in here. You cannot really trust this person. You cannot really pinpoint who this person is, and you can't really pinpoint what are their intentions with you. And you're done wondering, because it has made you feel shitty in the past, and even in and out. And you would rather, you still love them, no doubt about it. Let's not deny that fact. You still love them, but you're okay with losing them as long as you don't lose yourself. So I feel that in the future, you guys are going to be much more of a Queen of Swords. So you're going to be a bit cold and detached with this person. And then you're going to be making a very, very clear-cut communications of what you want out of this person. No. Actually, no, you're not, because you have the Seven of Swords in here. You're not. You're going to make a boundaries for yourself, and you're going to be promising yourself, like, look, I'm not going to go back with this person, or I'm not going to be okay with how this relationship goes unless they do this. So that's what you got on your mind. But unfortunately, you have the Seven of Swords, meaning that you're not really communicating with this person. So depending on how the pick card reading goes, whether it's positive or negative, and depending on what you want out of this relationship. But if you want to make this relationship work, Scorpio, because this person right now is in a state where they want to listen to you, they really want to lower down their weapon, and they want to compromise with you, it's very safe for you to really lay it out in the open for this person. Look, like, I would feel secure in this relationship. I would be okay with you if you can only do this for me. Okay? It's safe for you to say these things. Because by the end of the day, your feelings for them is equal to how they feel about you. They feel that the connection between you and them is something special, is something that is very different. They also see the future together with you, where you guys could build a happy family together, a long-term type of relationship where they could be putting you on, inside their plan for the future and everything like that. They have all of these plans. But you're dealing with somebody who cannot read between the lines, Scorpio, okay? And I feel that in the future, you would have the tendency to expect this person to be able to read you. They can't, okay? They're very communicative. They're like the Mercurial type, you know, with that Lover's card in there, it's a Mercury type, meaning that communication is very important for them. You can ask them about the most difficult stuff and everything like that. It's safe for you to do that. Don't expect them to be able to read you because they can't. Okay, so depending what you want out of this relationship. Because this person is desperately want you. Okay, they desperately want to fix things. They are willing to lower down their weapon. They're willing to compromise with you. They're desperate. So, if you want to work this out, talk to them. It's as simple as that. Because if not, then you're always going to be in this vicious cycle of being not emotionally satisfied. Okay, it's safe for you to see these things. It's safe for you to open up with them, Scorpio. Well, it depends on the pick card reading. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so now let's move on to the pick card reading. Okay, so I have 4 piles of cards with me now. This is pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, this is pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna give you 20 seconds of full silence so that you can concentrate. 1 pile of cards for 1 person. Okay, you can ask about as many people as you want, but 1 pile of card for 1 person, all right? Pile number 1, Queen of Cups, the Star card, Page of Cups, Knight of Swords, and also the 9 of Pentacles. So, you're dealing with somebody who is playing a role. Okay, what role are they playing in is this role. So you're dealing with somebody who's playing a role of the 9 of Pentacles. And usually 9 of Pentacles is actually a positive card, okay? But in this particular deck of mine, I don't really see it that way because it's just a facade, okay? This person is a type of person who, because they know the weaknesses that they have a tendency to then show another personality. So the personality of like, I am independent, I don't need anybody else, I'm secure, I don't need anybody's help. Okay, so they make effort to show you this type of persona. They make effort to show you this type of role. Like, I'm happy, you know, I like to giggle a lot, I like to have fun a lot, I'm a fun person, you know, all of those stuff. What they truly are, actually, is a maladaptive daydreamer. So if you think that this person is a hard worker person and then, you know, career is their life and everything like that, not really. Their dreams are their life. they would need some space for themselves so that they could reenact this type of play. The type of play that they have is like either they are successful or they're famous or they're such a wonderful actress. Everything like that. They're a maladaptive daydreamer, no doubt about it. And they would also daydream about you guys because the connections is tremendous here. And then those daydreams has the good days and then also had the bad days. Okay, it's very extreme. So there are some daydreams where you guys are, you know, having the best time of your life, living it up, you know, having like a lot of public recognitions, power couples and everything like that. But then there's also some imaginations or dreams or fantasies of them where it's something tragic, where you guys are having this huge fights. Like everything happens inside of their head, okay? They like to escape the reality because they don't like the reality that they're living in. Regardless of what they show you, they're not happy with their life, so they escape things by becoming a daydreamer. So right now, they're kind of like looking for somebody to save them. Somebody who sees beneath this, beneath all of the facade, beneath all of the roles, beneath all of the acts, and see them for who they are and accept them and could able to save them. And these saving things could literally mean anything. Okay, this is a general reading, so I'm not going to get really too in-depth about it. But pay attention to what are they showing you the most. If they're showing you as if like they're a successful business person and blah, 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 they don't need anybody and everything like that. Well, maybe they need to save financially because they hate the job that they're doing, so that when they get together with you, they could release these things and just be with you, and then you guys are going to be taking care of them financially. That could be the case. What is it that they're showing to you the most? What stands out the most is actually what they need the most to be released from, if that makes sense. So what do they do and how do they play along towards this game? The thing is that this isn't really a positive pick card reading, to be honest with you. I don't like this. Why? Because they would do triangulations. Oh yeah, they would do triangulations. They would do things to try to make you jealous so that you could decide even faster that you want to be with them, and then you save them right away. Will that saga ends when you finally chose them, when you finally decided to save them? No, it won't. Like once they're not happy again, the cycle continues where they're going to be using a third-party situations or triangulations to strong arm you almost. Right? Now let's move on to those of you who chose pile number 2. 6 of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Wands. What is up with you, Scorpio? Oh my god. What type of people have you been surrounding yourself with? Okay. Let's start from this. You're not the only person that they're dealing with. I have Mars in Scorpio. I understand your trust issues. Trust me, this person is worse than us. Okay, my dad is a Scorpio. I know Scorpio's trust issues. Trust me, this person is worse than you, than me, and my dad combined. Because when they were little, I think their caregiver didn't give them, the enough love that they needed. They're probably being distant, or they were forced to be independent. They're forced to be always fending for themselves. They're forced to be able to defend themselves as well. So whenever people do nice things for them, whenever people try to love them, they get skeptic. Like, why do you love me? What's the reason? What do you see in me? Like, I don't believe in unconditional love. I think you want something from me. I don't believe in people loving somebody without wanting anything to do with, from the other person, without any expectations. I know you want something from me. So this is the mindset or the way of thinking that this person has. So they're very detached, regardless of whatever they want to show you. They could be quite warm when they're flirting. They could be quite charming when they want something from you or from other people. And why is that so? Because this person has a cognitive empathy. Not an affective empathy, but a cognitive empathy. They understand, because they've been through that, right? When they were little, they've been through the deepest hell of humans' emotions. They know how people's emotions work. They know how people think. They know all of these stuff cognitively. So they have a cognitive empathy. But deep down inside, this person is cold. It's either they've had issue with their mother, like their mother maybe was an air sign, or they have had like an ex who like hurt them deeply up to the point where they're like this. So you're not the only person that they're dealing with. There is somebody else that they're dealing with that is separated by a body of water. So it could be somebody across the city, across the country, or across the continent. Why are they doing this? Again, they don't believe in unconditional love. They don't believe in a relationship where people are not taking advantages of one another. So they're just like juggling and trying to find the best talent or the best person to have a mutual, like a symbiosis mutualism. Like a relationship where you could profit from it and I can profit from it too. What's the catch? What do you sacrifice? What do I sacrifice? And I am going to be the one who's then going to decide if that sacrifice is worthy of what you are going to be, offering me on the table. So that's how they think. Very cold, Scorpio. And quite a player as well. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, 5 of Pentacles, King of Swords, 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. What have you done? What did you do? I feel that there has been like a little bit of disruptions going on between the both of you in here, where you got hurt and this person also got hurt, but this person took it personally. Okay, you have this King of Swords in here, so you probably are dealing with an air sign, but it really doesn't matter because this King of Swords, in this particular deck of mine only, has this holier than thou type of attitude. So they wear their intellectual on their sleeve. They're so prideful and they're so proud of their intellectuals, regardless of, whether they're really smart or not, but they think that they're very smart. So that intellectual capacity that they really, really proud of can be criticized, can be challenged. And I feel that there was a situations between you and them where you were arguing. And they took that as an insult. They took that as an offense towards their intellectual. They got hurt severely by it. Is there any way that you guys are able to reconcile? Is there any ways that you guys could, work things through? Well, it could. It could. But with this person, it's going to be difficult to just criticize or voice out your opinion that is other than theirs. They're not the type of person who is capable of embracing differences. So what they're doing right now, they're basically just spending time with children. Or they're working a lot more than usually. It's not totally like a negative card because the thing is that I don't like this King of Swords, honestly. But with the combinations of cards in here, it's pretty fair. Because they also acknowledge that the fact that they also hurt you. So it depends on what you want out of this person. If you want to work it out with this person, I feel that there has to be a transparent, open, and honest communications between the both of you. Really hash out all of these 5, because 5 is a disruption, see? From 4, which is a stable foundation, square, and then comes 5, disrupt the stability of the 4. So it wasn't something that is comfortable with them. The thing about this King of Swords is also the type of people who are always in their comfort zone, even in the smallest things. So they like their bed a certain type of way. They like the car to be parked in a certain type of way. They like their TV to be a certain type of way, like these type of stuff. And you can't really get them to change because that's just who they are. All right. So if you want to work it out with this person, because this isn't really, I mean, it's pretty fair. So yeah, an open and honest communications is due between the both of you. All right, pile number 4. The chemistry that they have for you, the feelings that they have for you, actually came rushing in all of a sudden. It wasn't something that they really, really are expecting, but the more that they, toy with the idea of being interested in you and being in love with you, the more that they realize how different you guys are from the rest of the world, the rest of the people that they've been dealing with. But you see, this person has a tendency to self-destruct or to destruct a relationship. I don't know, this person is avoiding like an issue in their life. So if you're expecting somebody who is able to provide you with the consistency that you're looking for, somebody who is going to be stepping up and become a little bit more of an assertive participant in the relationship, this isn't really that person, because the thing is that this person has no problem at all charming the hell out of other people or other suitors. Like, they do have people liking them a lot, and they have no problem at all of charming these people, but they have a problem of doing that to you, because your interactions with them and your connections with them making them trigger like an uncomfortable feelings in them that they are just not willing to address, or they're just not willing to revisit. They would rather lose you than giving up their power. No matter how unique they think you are, no matter how hot they think you are, no matter how many love that they have for you, they would rather lose you than giving you more than 25% of the relationship. This isn't going to be a fair relationship, in all honesty, Scorpio. So if you're like the type of person who likes to meet people halfway, 50-50 in a relationship, not gonna happen. This is lazy. And that laziness comes from a place because it's just scary for them. And then if you then decide to give them actually 60 or 70, they will take you for granted. And then you guys are going to be voicing out like, hey, this is not fair. I don't care. Before they address the issue that they have, the one thing that they're trying to avoid, the one thing that they're trying to deny, this isn't going to be a healthy relationship. If you're dealing with this person, pay attention to the red flags. Manage your expectations. Pay attention to the red flags. I know that love sometimes can be very blinding, but pay attention to the red flags. Because this is a taking energy, Scorpio. It's a taking energy. All right? So I think that is it for my reading for you, Scorpio. I hope that you guys find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I'll see you guys this week, actually, for your bi-weekly reading. All right? Bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.